Yay!
Hope everybody's having a good week. I am after COVID. This is the first time I've felt alive and awake. So this is going, so far, this week is going well. And I've got Dresden, so it's always a fun night for that. Hopefully you were here last week. If not, what effectively happened last week was while they were up investigating what caused basically a magical overload of ley lines in the area, a variety of things all came to pass. And what happened, we all knew was going to happen, happened. Scarlett and Casser threw down. Now that degenerated to the point of Scarlett fighting everyone. Because the red cord vampire, it's got the biggest drawbacks. The red cord infected that she has the biggest drawbacks, but on the plus side, it's also got some hefty bonuses, which she used very well. I think pretty much everybody kissed the dirt at some point.
Yeah,
I passed out in 2 laps, so
Yeah.
I'm getting art drawn of that. I haven't found who I'm going to commission yet, but it's going to happen.
That'd be hilarious. Yes.
So that covers the thing. Okay. Well, all right. I was doing really good. That covers the background. At the end after the fight was done, Casser was taken to the hospital, and probably in what was the most genial emergency room visit ever, because she was still under the effects of the red cord vampire saliva, which has a narcotic effect.
I thought she got the antidote from Blankoff.
She got the antidote from Blankoff. That will keep her from being addicted to it. Which I believe there is that. I'm not sure if it's that simple in the Dresden universe, but this is one of those situations where I really did not want to role play out that Casser was addicted to Scarlett's saliva.
Right.
That just,
I can feel the fan fiction already. I mean, it's just everywhere now.
Oh yes, we definitely need that slash fic. We need it. Gotta happen.
Rule 34, cough, cough.
Yeah.
So yeah, she does have that, but she was still coming down off of the high of it, which made the emergency room much easier because it's, if you're on a narcotic high, it's much easier to spend, the 6 hours that she did before they could sew up her arm.
Yes.
True.
And Casser did have to spend the night because of just how deep it was.
Mm-hmm.
And she was acting a little weird.
Weirder?
Well, she was
Right.
she was acting stoned, but when they tested her blood, she came back as just nothing. And there was nothing in it. So
Told you I didn't take nothing.
So after that, Sydney went and returned the helicopter.
Mm-hmm.
Since she didn't wreck it, there really wasn't any.
I probably cleaned it a lot.
Yeah. That was pretty straightforward. Hugo went back and lamented on and started planning his next trip up that mountain to harvest some of those gigantic herbs that were up there.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Hashtag capitalism.
Yeah, capitalism. Now, I guess the one that I don't really feel comfortable just saying what they did is Scarlett. What did Scarlett do after she got back?
She went home and she
Mhm.
meditated for a long time because she's really struggling with the guilt of that, and she never wants to give in to it. She called her mentor, talked to him, and she rested.
Yep. The one thing the mentor tells you that you might not have known already is that the key as to whether or not know if you drank or not for sure is how you feel the next day.
Okay.
If you wake up feeling awful, like you've got a nasty hangover, that means you didn't drink.
Okay.
If you wake up feeling great, well, it's already happened, so there's no sense in feeling more guilt about it.
Right.
Um, so, so the next morning, you wake up feeling like crap.
Yeah.
You got they were able to, I believe Sydney or no Hugo separated you before it went bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, what do you do? What does Scarlett do?
She's probably going to make herself a home remedy for hangovers and
Okay.
drink a bunch of that, and then I'm gonna call Hugo and find out what's going on with today.
I'll wake up to the phone call. So I'm still feeling a little exhausted after straining my magic the previous day.
Right.
Today, I don't know. Probably should
Hey,
check on my business.
well, above all, I wanted to apologize for trying to kill you. We hadn't really talked about me being,
What you are.
yes. And I wish we would have been able to talk about it with words and less biting or throwing you. Just know that I will do my very best to not let it happen again. And I appreciate you pulling me off of Kisser before I drank, because I am mortified that I would give in to any of that anyway. Not really sad it was Kisser, but it bums me out. So if you hear anything, give me a call, because
Yeah, I'm just gonna take it easy today. Take stock of the shop and figure out what to do because I still don't know what happened to that kid that we hired that got into stuff. I don't know if it's from me, from other stuff, what.
okay. Well, do you need anything that I can bring to make your day easier for you?
Nah, I just gotta take it easy today.
Okay.
I
Well,
think the
please.
warden's finally given me that recipe to help out with your situation. I'm gonna take a look at it, see if I can't what I can make of it.
Great. Again, do you need to borrow money? Do you need anything? How about I
No,
just give you money?
I don't need any money, but thank
Oh,
you.
okay. Okay. Well, again, I'm sorry.
So I've got a lot of money in the bag. Look in the bag. Yep, the herbs are still mostly fresh.
All right. I'll
The
talk to you later.
herbs.
Yeah.
Shush you.
I told you.
Right? Can't hide things from the parole officer.
She would also call Sydney
Mm-hmm.
next,
All right.
if that's okay.
I don't think I have a choice if his phone rings. So.
Okay.
You have a choice of whether
Yeah.
or not you answer.
Choose to not answer.
Right. Hello.
Hey, Sydney. How are you?
Drinking vending machine coffee. How are you?
I feel pretty bad, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I want to apologize for just yesterday as like a whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that I almost bit you, and
I think so. Yeah.
I know that I am not interested in being a red court vampire, and I should have been front with you guys So if there's anything you need, let me know, and I will do whatever I can to make this right.
Well, I'm at the hospital right now. Seer's sleeping, but
Oh,
recovering.
maybe I can come down and talk to her. Will you stay
Yeah.
in the room?
I'm right outside the room, actually. So trying to
Okay.
let her sleep, though I haven't yet.
Okay. Well, maybe like I can take over and I'll start taking care of her and you can go home.
Sure, that might
Okay.
work. Are you sure you're going to be fine being that close to her after
Oh,
last night?
Yes,
Okay.
I don't have any animosity towards her
Yeah.
today. Yeah.
Yeah. I
It's a
know when
Christmas
you're
miracle.
like your normal self, like you are now.
Right.
I've never noticed any issues. So,
All right. Okay. I will.
but I'll
and
be here
And if
until
we're,
you get here.
did we hear if the warden needed us for anything today, or are we
Um,
meeting up?
I don't know. Have you maybe check with Hugo to see if he heard anything? But I haven't.
I think Hugo is resting and coming up with a new business plan.
Okay. I don't know why he would do that. It
Yeah.
makes no sense to me.
I will head over to the hospital.
All right. I'll see you in a little bit.
Thanks.
Okay. You don't have any problem getting into the hospital. You've got credentials.
Right.
Yes,
You
I
know,
work there.
right. Yeah. So, it's no issues. Do you stop and well, actually, shoot, I didn't think about that. It's not like they've got charts anymore.
Right.
Well, back in
No, they still have charts at this time. We
Yeah,
haven't
they
gone through the digital age.
yeah, you're right. It wasn't
I was gonna
uh,
say, right now they still do have paper
Yeah.
charts.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
that's true, you're right. But the particular hospital I know of doesn't. They've actually gone full. The
wow.
hospital you're in.
Oh,
But
wow.
2007,
Yeah, you're right. HIPAA. Let's see. I think
I don't think
HIPAA didn't
wireless
hit.
completely wireless
HIPAA
in
didn't exist
2007.
yet. So yeah, you could even grab the chart for her.
There it is.
Okay.
Well,
I'll flip through it.
okay. The threshold is so low for you to be able to read it.
Mhm.
Essentially, deep lacerations on her wrist from an animal, an unknown animal. They're and you can. They've been sewn up. Should be minimal scarring. There is a consult on here for a plastic surgeon to come by and take a look. There's also a schedule for rabies shots.
She'll be going and she'll go, oh, shite. Like, give me a break. Rabies shot. And she closes it and she puts it away and she heads towards the room.
That's what happens when you're bit by a wild animal.
Uh,
I mean that's not a lie. That is what happened, but pretty much.
yeah, it's basically at this point, it's 4 injections over 14 days.
Nice.
But it's in the arm. It's not like it used to be.
Okay.
Right. Oof.
So, okay.
Not 4 injections through the ass, one in each cheek, alternating.
Oh, they alternate? Man, what did I get?
You gotta spread that pain out. You can't have it all in one cheek.
It depends on how sadistic the doctor is.
Right.
Also true.
It's like, I don't know, I can't remember left, right. We'll just do it again. Whatever.
That's one of the reasons for a magic marker. Okay.
Yes.
Not this cheek.
Permanent marker, you just mark it. Okay, that's one tick mark. The other tick mark on the other side. Okay.
That's a good system. I like it.
Yeah.
Very professional.
Okay, so Scarlett, you walk in. Sydney's outside trying to stay awake.
Mm-hmm.
And you walk up to him. Do you just go past him and head into Kassir's room, or
No, I'll tap him and say, "Look, I'm here. Go home.
Yeah.
You look awful."
Oh, thanks.
Yeah,
I mean, you're
So-
probably right, but
yeah. You should go. Just go, and
You didn't have to stay.
I'll take care of Kasser.
yeah, I did.
So
Actually.
he's your parole officer. If anybody had to stay, it would have been him.
Yeah.
Right. Anything happened, I'd be
You
like,
fuck
well,
off,
it's
you're not
on me, almost.
You
So
only
No.
think I'm not there.
how personal question for you, Scarlett. How were you able to, I guess, either calm down or deal with it afterwards? Do you have a certain ritual that you do, or habit, or I don't know?
One of the things that keeps me from dipping into that part is
Mhm.
meditation and
Okay.
will. And I think with the
I think you might have mentioned that to me before, actually. Now that I think
Yes.
about it, I can't remember.
And when the warden made a circle, it blocked out smells, sound, everything, so that I could focus. And I did a lot of training with the Fellowship of St. Giles.
Hmm.
The magic that's in the tattoos helps, but
Okay.
clearly it is not foolproof.
Right. Right.
So
Well, that area was very potent with whatever that was. So
yes, the blood made me
yeah.
susceptible, and then Kassir's mouth pushed me over the edge. But
That's fair.
I think next time I'll use my words instead of my teeth.
Well, I mean,
So-
Kassir does have that knack to
Yeah.
get people going.
Kassir, go ahead and give me a mental plus notice roll. And I did
I
roll
think that
the
means Kassir
yeah.
is going to be a very light sleeper.
Right.
Yeah.
I was gonna say
And,
with her stats. Let's see.
Well, supercharged druid powers shouldn't apply for this, I would think.
Wow. Yeah, but there's really nothing.
Wow.
I rolled 212. I rolled 2 12s and got a 9 and a 7, which was a pretty good roll. And then,
So it's a
9 and a 12 on a
Yeah.
9 and a
D20.
12. Yeah.
Nice. Nice.
Yep, and you get
Set the tone
a
for the night.
you got a polka die out of that, a D10 polka die.
Nice.
D10.
Nice.
D10, yes.
Well, Scarlett, so you mentioned you meditate. I actually do too. So if you ever want to, I guess, do it
Meditate
together or
together?
anything, yeah. I mean, I mainly do it for my own thing, but
Sure. Do you have
Yeah.
something going on with you that requires meditation?
in a way, but nothing like what you have. I mean, mine's
What,
just natural issues. So
what kind of natural issues?
mm, anger in general, I think. I don't know.
I get that.
Is that what you wear, purple pants?
Always stretchy purple pants.
Right.
No,
Wow.
I had a knack when I was younger of always wanting to get into fights, and that's kind of been my way to avoid it.
Sure. Who taught you to meditate to deal with that?
Kind of myself.
Okay.
So to be honest, I'm not sure exactly if I'm doing it right, but it seems to be helpful.
Yeah. I'd love to show you some of the
yeah.
things that I learned with my mentor for the Fellowship of St. Giles. That's
Oh, good.
originally why I'm here. I got
Yeah.
sent to be able to find people in my situation that needed help learning how to control this, because I don't
Oh, okay.
wish this on anyone.
I can understand that.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't mind showing you
Okay.
and helping you.
Yeah. I don't know if you have anything else you do to help, but I do tend to hit the gym
Yeah.
as another way to deal with it. But
Yeah, I do work out. I have to also be very careful not to exhaust my body, because that's when I get hungry, or the hunger. It sounds
Okay.
so weird, but that's when I get
Mhm.
testy and I lose
Right.
control of my center.
So is it tied to your normal hunger in a way then? Like when you would normally get exhausted and hungry for food or anything? Does it come
Food-
out then or?
Food doesn't have anything to do with it, but whenever my body is tired or I'm pushed to the limit, and there's different things that will instantly make it, like the blood on my face that I
Right.
had.
Yeah.
That is, I wish my will was stronger than that need for that blood.
I can understand that.
hmm Okay,
All
well,
right.
you go
Well-
and I'll take care of Kasser.
All right. Yep. I'll call me if anything happens. I'm gonna go home and take a nap.
Okay,
And you checked in with Hugo, so he's still doing all right.
yeah,
Okay. I'll probably call him on the way home just to double check. But
okay.
awesome. Thank you. And with that, I'll go throw out the little styrofoam or paper cup and head out to my car.
So you
Oh,
did hear the exchange. Once you said your voice, you were able to hear the rest of it. So when she walks into the room, you're awake or able to show how awake you are however you want to.
She doesn't really move. Like, she's just laying back on the pillow. She hasn't even opened her eyes yet. She goes, I don't need a babysitter.
I know Kasser. And I'm gonna pat her hair. Look, is there anything you need?
That,
I'm here.
no. You're gonna stop right there.
I
This is not how we're doing this.
I just feel
You're not
so-
gonna come in. No. Nyeh.
I just
Just kinda,
feel
like, flailing
so
your hand
awful.
away. No. Don't.
Are you hungry?
We all knew it was gonna happen eventually.
You knew that I was half vampire?
Well, not that part.
Oh, okay. Do you have
I'd
any
have preferred a little
questions?
less bitey.
Yeah. Hey, you
That's
didn't
not
seem
typically how I prefer
completely
being
upset
bitten.
about the biting.
Look,
Do you,
you bit me. You're what you are. Whatever. And I'm going Scottish for some reason. Pardon my
Sure, still the
Pullback.
same thing.
Maybe it's the whole druid
No,
thing.
thanks.
Yeah.
yeah. Or my blood.
Look, it was gonna come to blows at some point.
I
So
just
just leave it at that.
okay.
No.
Stop talking for a minute. I just want to tell you that I'm sorry that I didn't tell you about my situation beforehand. And
It to change anything.
what?
Are you expecting it to change anything?
No, but I thought maybe we could work on ways for me not to be triggered and maybe come, I don't know, to a common ground so we can work together and not against each other. I take that as a no. Okay.
I mean, that's a reasonable piece of
Oh, I'd like to point out, I'm not the one with the problem.
I should have had another cup of coffee and stayed around.
I think you should have had a shot of whiskey and stayed around.
Right.
Kasser, do you need anything? Are you hungry? Can I have them bring you something?
I'm ready to check out.
Well,
Here?
So let me leave.
that's not really up to you. That's up to your doctor. Unless you want to go AMA.
Oh. Kassir, go
Yes.
ahead and roll notice. I would say, yeah, it would be notice. Yeah, mental and notice.
All right.
And roll better than I did. Wow.
Not
You got
difficult.
you got as close. It wasn't difficult, but you got close.
Right.
I know, right?
Okay. Somebody's trying to break into the bookstore.
Oh.
Nope. Leave now. Nearest exit.
Wait, what? You can't just leave.
Someone's breaking into me shop, and I ain't gonna sit here while it happens.
Okay, let me go get your paperwork and I'll try and speed this up. And then I'll take you there because you cannot drive on this medication.
I'm
Deal?
fine.
Kasair, get dressed and I will go work on the paperwork. I'm trying to be your friend.
Well, it's weird and you need to stop it.
Okay.
Get that. As soon as she goes to get her papers and whatnot, Kassara just kind of like, wait, maybe Sydney's still in the building. So she's sprinting down the hallway like, Sydney!
She's escaping now?
Well, okay. I got to establish something here
That's
first off.
one thought.
Yeah, you currently have the hospital gown, the hospital, the one that doesn't really have a back, if I remember correctly.
They take
Yeah.
me close. It was my arm.
Yeah, yes, but they put you in a bed and they
Mhm.
clothes. So, I mean, do you get dressed before you go to try and grab Sydney?
No, she does not.
She does not. She
The
takes
bookstore is her baby.
Okay. Nope. Yeah, Sydney or
Yes.
Scarlett.
Oh,
Scarlett. No, Sydney's long gone.
yeah.
They've been there.
I
all
at
year
least
long.
got to my car by then.
Yeah, you're in the car.
I stumbled my way there.
You see a barefoot.
Bum exposed Kasair.
Yes, running down the hallway, yelling for Sydney.
I'm just gonna
I'm just gonna send
turn
him over there.
and look at everyone and say, I got this. I'm sorry. She belongs on another floor. Yeah.
The psych floor is so full though.
That's
I know. I know. So I'm gonna run after her.
Okay. Unless, Cassara's at this point where she's going to start blowing plot points and using,
no.
polka dot. There is no competition between Scarlett and and Cassara as far as, because your physical's like a D6, right? Cassara?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
there's no contest. You can catch up to her.
Okay. And I'm just gonna
She's
grab
not trying to
a hold of her.
leave. She was just hoping he was still in the building.
Yeah.
And so she could send him over to her shop.
And I say, look, come in here, change your clothes, and we'll find Sydney. I don't know why you need him so much, but we'll work it out.
So I can send someone over to my shop without a delay of getting dressed.
Then I'll
Fuck,
tell you
they
what,
dressed me anyway.
you can get
I
dressed
don't even
in the
remember
car.
it.
Okay, let's go get my car, sign this paperwork real quick so the hospital is free of being responsible for you, and then we'll get in my car and go.
You could call me too. I mean,
We'll call you in the car,
probably still.
Sydney.
So, because there signs the paperwork, she just scrawls something approximately like her signature. And she's gonna go back to get dressed and be like, with her effects and whatnot, her phone.
Yeah.
Maybe I am still high. Flip it open and call him before getting dressed. And kind of dressing at the same time. Phone
Yeah.
held up here.
Because I got high. Because I got high. La da 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 da.
Oh man. So you're calling me? Is that what you're doing?
Yes.
Or okay. I'll answer. Probably
Hugo has that weird thing. with
pull over
technology.
in my car and answer the phone.
I have a phone that works.
'Cause I'm probably still driving. Yeah. Cashier? You're
Yeah,
late?
it's me. I
Yeah.
need you to go over to my shop, please. Someone's trying to break in.
The what now?
Someone's trying to break into my shop, and it'll be a minute before I can get there.
Okay. You
Oh,
have a
yeah.
security
And
system like that? How do you know?
Kinda. We'll go over that later.
Okay.
We'll stick with kinda.
Somebody just got through the wards.
Right, yeah.
Fuck! Now, please.
All right, I'll head there. I hope you're doing better.
Yeah, I'll meet you there.
Oh, I'll hang
I'm
up and
on
head
my
over
way.
to the store.
Do I
Okay.
hear? Is she in my car making this call?
No, she
No,
was.
this
she
is
was-
while she was getting dressed.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
she's literally
Like-
you come back and she's making that phone call, hopping on one leg to get the pants up.
Okay.
Yes, exactly.
Hey, by the way, how do you know that someone's breaking into your shop? Do you have an alert on your phone or something?
Sure, we'll go with that. Look,
Because
I don't know how I know. I just know.
Okay. Because I want peace. I'm not going to push this. But if we get attacked at your store, I'm going to remember this. And then we will have a conversation.
I
Deal?
told you there was someone breaking in. You know what the store is. If we get attacked, it ain't me fault. And you were fair warned ahead of time.
Get in the car, Casser. God, let's go.
She like slams her feet into her shoes without socks and or lacing them.
Okay. So we're headed to your shop.
Yep, I'm headed there. I'll,
Yep.
Should
You
someone call Hugo?
yeah, I was going to call him after I got there and got eyes on the situation, but because I don't like to use my phone while I drive, so.
That makes sense.
I like how Vort's just like, "Ah, what the hell? God damn it.
Somehow, some way, we're gonna help you get that stick out of your ass and be okay.
okay. So you get there first, of course,
Mm-hmm.
because you were interrupted. You do get there. You get there in time to see someone in a familiar gray cloak tossed
I swear to Jesus.
back out of the well, actually, yeah, out the front door.
So he just left?
No, no, he
He was
There-
ejected.
he was yes.
Okay.
It was a clear ejection.
Gotcha.
Kind of like an injection like you normally only see on like cartoons
Oh.
Get
or
out of here!
in comic books where
Right,
he's
yeah.
kind of, doubled over, flies out and slams into an older model car
Mhm.
that's parked in front of the store.
Is
and
this
it's-
the warden?
That's the warden, yes.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Gordon B.
Yeah. I'm gonna park kind of down the block just a little bit, not too far, but not directly in front of the shop. Grab my gun and my phone and everything and head over that way while trying to get Hugo on speed dial.
Okay. Hugo, the kid showed up, and he's just like, "Hey, I feel great. I slept like a baby last night."
What the hell did you take yesterday?
Yesterday, I
Just be honest. I'm not the cops. I don't care. I just want to know what you took.
Yeah, that guy's at Remedies or the bookstore.
Right. Yeah.
yeah we're yeah this, he's in he's I didn't take anything. I mean, yesterday I came in, I did, this and that, and he starts listing things that he didn't do yesterday, he'd done the day before.
So he doesn't even remember yesterday. Gotcha.
Yep. Doesn't seem to have a clue. If you remind him what day of the week it is, he'll argue with you. Until, he actually, you force him to take a look at his phone.
Yeah, I will do so. Or the calendar, or the computer, or anything else with things I have here that explicitly show the date.
Wow. I'm sorry. I must have missed work yesterday.
No, you were here physically. Mentally, you were checked out. So
Yeah,
again, I ask you, what did you take?
we must have partied the night before, and I must have just came here on autopilot drunk.
That wasn't drunk.
Somebody might have given me oh man, I'm sorry. Somebody must have given me a Mickey. I mean, I heard those things have weird effects where you're walking around like the, Walking Dead or a zombie.
I can't dictate what you do in your personal life, but I will ask politely that you do not party if you know you have to open the next morning. I don't care if you do party on the nights where you don't have to open, but on the nights where you open, I ask that you do not party.
All right, the job pays pretty good. I'll curb back. I'll tone it down.
All right. Out of game knowledge, did the warden actually, by the time we got back in town, give me the recipe for that basically antivenom?
Nope.
Okay.
He actually said you would get it. It would be mailed to you.
Write it down and hand it to me like a fucking normal kid.
Because in the mail, it's fine.
Like
He
that's
doesn't-
that's running through. Actually, you know what? That's running through Hugo's head. Like, all right, I'm gonna go into the back. I gotta work on some stuff, and then
Yeah.
I will start marrying. He's like, you could have just written it down and handed it to me. No, I had to freaking mail it. Jesus.
Okay, give me a. Go ahead and give me a mental and I'm gonna go with influence roll.
Did he at least give you a tracking number for it?
Mental influence. Is that 3 and a
Check is
1?
in the
What you
mail.
rolled?
Right.
Tom, is that 3-1 I see there? What you rolled?
The 5 and the 7, yes.
Okay, so
You mean
no,
5,
the 3-1 I'm seeing is not what you rolled. Got it. 5,
Oh
7.
no, I rolled a 5-7.
Oh no, that was up a bit.
Okay,
Oh.
I'll take an 8. Not enough, but I'll take it. But hey, enjoy that 1 if you wish.
Yes. D6 overconfidence.
Okay. Any
Overconfidence
of our previous ones still around?
they would be gone except for the magical exhaustion. That's going to stick with you.
What about the Maid Chauncey Mad?
Maid Chauncey Madness still exists.
Okay.
It's still around.
All right. Just making sure I'm up to date.
Yep. Yeah, you got the feeling that, yeah, the warden doesn't know squat about potions. That's what you think.
I'll
So
have my people call your people.
yeah, he's having it sent to you because he couldn't brew a potion
to save his life.
Yep, to save his life. So he obviously has to have their experts contact you, which is okay for you because you much prefer dealing with people who are your equal level.
Yes, I would.
Okay, so you don't.
I'm just gonna be working on stuff in the back, like tinkering, muttering, getting stuff ready.
All right. So while you're after that a bit, you get a call from Sydney.
Mm-hmm. Which, as I call him, I'm probably going to stop a ways before I get towards the warden because I remember he's probably going to explode my phone if I get too close. But yeah, I'll call Hugo.
What's up?
Bookstore break-in. Get here now, please.
Hell, I'm not the cops.
Yeah, but you're useful and weird shit happens. And I'll hang up.
Slept in today. Fine.
I'm not even supposed to be here today.
My day off.
Okay. You
Take care of turning off anything I had working. Grab bag. Leave the good plants that I picked up out so that they can be dried properly. Throw some random stuff in and head out.
okay. As Sydney, as you walk up to the warden after shutting down shutting down your phone, go ahead and give me a notice roll.
All right. Open the sheet. Where is it? Okay. What was my notice again? Okay.
Mental and notice. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
Yes. I need to sleep. That's what that tells me. Enjoy the one.
Oh no.
Getting the wrong. You have a D6. Getting the wrong idea.
Getting the wrong idea.
Yes.
Oh no.
Great.
Oh no.
Well. You see him get back up.
Mm-hmm.
And looking at him, you kind of notice he's got Casair's hair on his, because it stands, the red hair stands out from the
So he just
from the
has a
gray
piece
cloak.
of it on his cloak.
Yeah, like a piece of it, like a guy who
Mhm.
has been close to a woman will sometimes get.
Okay.
But he just left me at the hospital.
Right. Which
I'm gonna have my gun out and everything and go closer to the warden and be like, "Hey, what are you doing? What's going on?"
Nothing. Nothing.
Doesn't look like nothing.
Yeah, no, it's nothing. It was just I'm not sure, but something strange is going on around here.
Yeah, that's what it looks like too. Did the store just throw you out? That's what it looked like to me.
No, of course not. Of course not.
I don't know.
No, it was just a minor misunderstanding.
I thought I saw you flying through the air though, in like a backwards direction.
Well, yeah, I jumped back quickly.
Ah, okay. That's a hell of a jump. So what are you doing here when it's closed?
Well, I needed to. Well, I needed to check out that I needed to check out that
Mm-hmm.
the summoning globe.
Okay.
I had put it in a protective circle, but I still need to take a look at it. I'm very concerned for your friend, and at that point, Scarlett's pulling up.
Well, you should probably wait till she's here.
Oh, it was Warden Peacock breaking into me shop.
So,
And by the way, Warden, what's with the hair? I'm gonna point at Casair's hair on his jacket.
Well, I don't.
Apparently, I'm shedding.
I don't. Oh, it probably he just brushes it off.
Okay. Was it like a single hair, or was it more of a grouping of hair that looks a little more intentional than accidental?
No, it was actually just like a single hair, literally to you with that,
right.
Number one, it looked like she was, she rested her head on his shoulder, and the hair stuck. Which,
We're getting more fan fiction ideas up in here, guys.
Because coats are like Velcro. Okay,
Yeah.
no, I get it. I get it. Makes total sense to Sydney.
Yeah, right.
I understand.
And when you put together the fact, well, a redhead owns the store, but she's in the car, so
Right.
she couldn't have just been here. So, I mean, logically, you'd be able to deduce it out to be. You assume he was doing something with a redhead.
Yeah.
Not one who is not Kassir.
Interesting.
Um,
No
but-
lipstick on the collar or anything? Or-
Nope, no lipstick on the collar.
All right.
But okay, you guys pull up and can get out of the vehicle. You see, when you guys get out of the vehicle, you see the warden, brushing off his cloak, and stands up and he's saying something to Sydney. Looks like he's denying something.
Sydney has his gun out and everything.
Yeah.
Basically yelling before she leaves the vehicle.
Yeah. Oh, you had to call her?
I didn't call her. She called me.
Nobody had to call me nothing. I called him because someone was breaking into me shop.
Oh,
Yeah, so what happened here, Warden?
I needed
Why are you breaking into me shop?
because I needed, and you can literally see him puffing.
Don't you be. I don't have the patience for this today. I just got out of a night stay at the hospital, and you're breaking into my shop again.
I needed to secure the summoning globe. It could be a dangerous
where I
magical
was?
article.
You knew where I was. My shop. You'll ask my permission before entering.
You're gonna see Scarlett pull out this bag of little rocks as she's meditating and building little things in the corner, so she's not triggered.
I love it.
And you see him just, make a fist, and and you could see on his wrist that sigil glows a little bit. At which
Don't you be
point,
threatening me.
At which point you hear the street light. Actually, no, what you hear the right off to the side, there is those, solar powered trash compactor trash cans.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear this sound of electricity, of electronics frying. Oh, and Sydney, you need a new phone.
I figure. Thanks.
You see him do that, and then Sydney's. You also see Sydney holding his jacket away from him as
I toss the phone, probably at the warden.
Yeah.
Just be like, fine, you have the flaming device now. And I'll probably try to go into more of a tactical
Which
stance with my
Galaxy phone
gun.
was it that exploded?
What was that?
Was it the Galaxy 7?
Yeah.
Batteries catching fire before it was cool.
Yes, but that was a few years earlier.
Damn lithium batteries, right?
Yeah. But I cannot go into a hospital, except in the most extreme circumstances, or one where there's specialized equipment.
Yeah, you'd probably turn off.
3 people that know how to get a hold of me. I points at Sydney, and then Scarlett, and the third one's not here.
He puffs up again a little bit. I will admit that it was not, tactically competent that I do this now.
Yeah, you probably should have waited.
I apologize for any difficulties. But since you're
Did
here,
you hurt yourself with that apology?
Yes, it was excruciating.
Yeah, you're not doing
Get
so
an A for
far on
effort.
building the trust thing here yet.
I am a warden of the White Council. I am.
And I own this bookstore.
You don't own it. You are merely caretaking it.
I'm pretty sure it's my name on the papers. The blasted dozens of them I had to sign.
I think legally she at least owns it a bit more than you do.
Could we not talk about this on this? Could we not talk about magical repositories, ancient magical repositories on the open street while
I mean,
people
you're
are
the one
walking
that-
to get
Nothing
coffee?
about that.
Yeah, you're the one that said
Mentioning
that.
Nothing about that. I'm talking about a bookstore.
I'm gonna
Yes,
look over
you're
at
welcome.
Scarlett, see what she's doing, and then probably just glance back at what's going on.
Yeah, Cassandra will approach, hesitate for a moment,
Do you have your keys?
check her phone. Keys.
Oh,
Checking to
actually,
make
yeah.
sure the phone is still working now, so I know if I have to bill him later.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let me ask you this: what would Kassir have for a phone? Would she have the
Oh no,
latest, the
she's
greatest?
got. Oh no, not Cassandra. Cassandra, she was working at a bookstore for crying out loud.
She's got those
She's
big
got like
80s ones.
maybe one of the not one of the big ones, not like a Nokia flip phone. Well, maybe a Nokia flip.
No, you
Yeah,
had
no,
the,
one of my old razors. She's got a razor. That's what she's got.
okay. Yeah,
And it's the other they had in the blasted store.
yeah. Okay, a razor. That's fried.
Was it the BlackBerry
Yeah.
that was kind of popular around this time amongst office people?
Oh, I
Um,
loved the BlackBerry. I miss my BlackBerry. That thing was great.
There was also a Nokia, like a gray one. I think it was a Nokia that was just like completely indestructible as a phone.
Right.
From that time.
I think
That-
that was the first cell phone I actually had in real life too.
Yeah.
Dropped it
That
down
would,
that stairway.
yeah.
It was still good.
That would have been okay. Yeah. But yeah.
So she's
no.
gonna like pull out her phone, check it, and just like this phone also gets chucked at the warden. You owe me a new phone.
Mhm.
At that point, you chuck it at him. And he does pop up a shield, so it bounces off. He's ready for you to
Yes.
throw things at him.
Well, he should be. So Cassandra will like brush him away so she can I don't need to unlock the door.
It's unlocked now. You just literally need to, let people in.
Just open the door and just kind of
I'm gonna look back towards Scarlett's direction and try to like wave her over.
She'll start putting her rocks away.
I imagine she's just setting it out on the dashboard.
Yeah, just like that
I love
scene with the little
Right.
rake. Just
Mhm.
a Zen garden. A
yeah.
mini Zen garden. That's what
I love it.
I'm just waiting
Yeah.
for somebody to suggest something like that for Cassandra.
Mhm.
So you usher him in. He immediately makes his way over towards the globe you used to talk to Chauncey in the past. Both of you also, Scarlett and Sydney.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Give me a notice roll. I gotta look up I have forgotten what the skill is for sneaking. Or is there?
Sneak?
There's a sneak skill.
Oh, there's a sneak skill. Okay, before you hold
Yeah.
off on rolling.
There is.
Yep. Kassir, go ahead and give me a mental plus sneak roll.
Okie dokie.
Mm.
You can add another D8 into it.
Ooh, handy. My sneak is actually not a D4, surprisingly enough. You said mental, sneak,
Yep.
and a D8.
Well, you've got to be able to do that. Creep up,
I gotta
creep
sneak
up
up
down
on
the.
the.
Yeah.
Yep. That was exactly my thought process too, was remembering my old boss at Dollar General, how she'd sneak down the aisles to catch the thieves.
Mm-hmm.
13.
Okay.
Oh wait, you
Right.
didn't set the difficulty, did you?
No, I did set the difficulty. You're setting the difficulty.
Oh, okay, cool.
So 13. Go ahead, Scarlett, and Sydney. Go ahead and roll.
So
Awesome.
mental, notice, and sneak.
Yep.
I feel great about my chances with this.
Oh no, you don't add sneak. You just mental and notice.
Oh, okay. Okay, here is.
Would law enforcement apply to this, or is this more supernatural that it really wouldn't? Yeah.
Yeah, not really. This is.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Go Scarlet.
Yep.
Wow. I got close.
Yep. You got 10.
Makes me feel good.
Scarlett got 14, which being my one. Okay. Scarlett, you notice that Kassir's got her hand in her pocket a lot. And on that note, it's halfway through the stream. I'm going to take a break, let everybody stand up. Hopefully, Vort can internet issues get resolved, and we'll be back in 10 minutes, folks. Hello there, and we're back.
Hello.
There's something that I realized that I haven't done for a while. I mean, you can see everybody's names above the boxes, but I don't give them a chance to introduce themselves. So I will start with Aaron or Vort, who is having some internet issues, so he won't be joining us. But that in and of itself is fine because it spawned an idea for the next adventure for these players. So, Ava, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and go if you got anything going on as far as other streams and such like that.
Oh, well, I'm Ava Rogers. Most of the time you can find me over on Twitter at That Nerdy Writer, where I mostly talk about writing, as one might assume from the Twitter handle. I don't actually have any other streams right now. The one other stream that I'm on is on hiatus. We just finished up the Mech Warrior one. So this is all I've got at the moment.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, it's I've pared down. I can't find any others that'll let me in.
Okay, well, remind me of that later on. I have an idea for one. Christina?
Ooh, yes, definitely.
I'm Christina Presley, and this is really my first time playing any kind of role-playing game, especially streaming, and I love it. And I love the Dresden series, and this is something I know better than my husband, so that makes me feel very, very smart. And I love it. I like doing this.
Thank you. Glad you're having fun. Andrew, you play Sydney Drake. You came in to fill in when one of the original cast members was sick.
Yep.
And thank you for that.
You are welcome. I'm very happy to be able to be involved in this. I know I'm probably the one person out of this group that knows the least about Dresden. But it is something I'm currently researching. Oh yeah, awesome. Not the
I
only
haven't
one.
done any research.
But it's always been a series that I've been interested in getting into. It's just a lack of time. to really get into reading a lot. But I'm super happy to be a part of the game, and I love acting and everything in general. So this has been a great outlet for that in a way.
Right. Okay. Thanks. So the next time, oh, actually, let me go through. My name is Tom. I'm Teslan. I do a lot of stuff. I'm a Catalyst demo team lead or agent, where I go around and I play Shadowrun when we have conventions. I also do some online stuff over on Shadowrun Missions Online. I'm going to be putting a couple of first tastes up there later on, where people can start signing up for them if you want to give Shadowrun 6 a try. Um, the other thing I do a lot of behind the scenes stuff for Rem Alternus, and a lot of that right now has been the Kickstarter that we have that is going live tomorrow morning. I believe it's somewhere around between 7 and 8 Central Time. We're going live with a Kickstarter for Coddlesworth Clockwork Circus. It's the first issue of a comic series. I've read the book, and I've read being a child of the 80s, I've read a lot of comic books in my day, and I enjoy it. I reached the end of it, and I went, okay, well, we got to make sure this keeps going, because I want to see what happens in the second issue. The part about it that makes me excited is that, like I said, I was able to read it. It's done. You're not going to get stuck like some typical Kickstarters or some other Kickstarters where, oh, you've got to wait, a year while they go through and do the parts. Danny's committed to this, and we've got a product that's pretty much done. It's just a matter of the Kickstarter getting funded, and then a couple other things. So
Stretch goals.
and there's a ton of stretch goals that we hope to go through. It would be great to have it colorized.
Yeah, those are always fun to have those.
Yeah. Well, the Coddlesworth especially, some of the drawing versus the color, you could see it on the Kickstarter page, which is available at remalternus/kick, remalternus.com/kick. And some of the colors it's live up there now if you want to take a look. But the difference with the colors, and they're just, I don't know, it adds a lot, but probably should get back to Dresden. When we were last done, Scarlett, you guys had simply walked in. Scarlett had noticed, just to make sure she doesn't forget, that Kazir is keeping her hand in her pocket a lot. It's just a little abnormal.
What? It hurts.
And but you come in and immediately you see Warden Blankoff walking over and inspecting the circle around the summoning globe, where a couple episodes back, Kazir had a conversation with Chauncey, someone who asked for Chauncey, who has a history in the Dresden Files universe. But Kazir liked him.
Nobody else believed me when I told him he was talking to me.
Yeah.
So fuck him.
I believed you. I just didn't know what to think of it.
So
He already thinks I'm crazy.
I think everything's crazy right now.
Yeah, join the club.
Well, nothing is okay. So this looks at least normal. Nothing is so it does appear
He's harmless.
no, he's not harmless. He's a demon. Summoning demons
Summoning
carries
him.
inherent risks.
He ain't come through the crystal ball into me shop. He just threw it.
Doesn't have to come through to influence you.
Scarlett's gonna raise her hand, and I'm say, just so I know what we're talking about, Sarah, you've been summoning demons in this shop.
Oh, I ain't been
It
summoning
seems
demons.
possibly accidentally summoning demons, or the ball
I wasn't summoning
was already
nothing.
summoned. Wait a minute. Would have
look
someone that was
through it.
already here before summoned through the ball, and it was just there waiting?
The
Apparently, he's got a connection to it. I don't know.
the the globe is used to summon otherworldly creatures, or to give
And
otherworldly
apparently,
creatures.
this one just likes reading.
They never just like reading, ever.
Well, apparently, he had a deal with the old shopkeep, with who I'm going to strangle when I see him again. And he would just leave books open in front of him.
Well, let me guess. How many names have you given him? How many of your name?
One.
Yeah, this isn't good.
Which
It's not. Okay, look, I ain't stupid, all right? Well, the player pulls up her notes, she can remember.
I do remember you did give
Yeah.
him a slightly different name, I think.
Yeah.
She had
Yeah,
a
she did
fake
give him a
name.
fake name.
Yeah.
A nickname from her
Yeah.
childhood.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Although
look, I ain't
yeah.
stupid. Read fables. I told him my name was Fia.
That's right.
Can you listen all the time through this thing?
I'm assuming not when the circle's up, at least. And I think the way he was describing it, you had to actually call for him to
Okay.
see. Here,
I hope that's
probably.
true, because I'm pretty sure we've said each other's names out loud in here since that thing's been here.
Yes, but that's different. That's
Okay.
different from giving your name to someone.
Okay.
Saying it intently. That is one thing he trades on unexpecting magical folk is.
I ain't
Okay.
stupid. You never tell the fairy your
Okay.
name. You never eat or drink
R-
anything they
Mhm.
offer.
So it's less than, like, it's not a FBI wiretap then. It's not like they're just listening in and to gather information. But
A Phoebe
What?
wiretap.
It's a government agency.
yeah,
Oh,
it's a tech thing. Okay.
Yeah,
Ah.
so nothing you got to
How
worry
old are
about.
you?
Was he shushing you?
No,
No, his
no.
camera's
He's
not
trying to get the
focused.
camera to focus.
okay. Give me
Yeah.
1 second, and let's see how this goes now.
Oh,
There we go.
There.
Yeah.
I'm back in focused.
Yeah. How old
Wow.
are you, Warden?
I didn't grow up. If you can tell from my accent, I didn't grow up in the United States.
Okay.
Wasn't he like Russian or something?
Yes, he's got
Okay.
a Slavic accent. Definitely a
Oh.
Slavic accent.
I'm
I'm
At some
pretty sure
point,
your government's more nosy than ours is.
Yeah, like you've heard of like the KGB. I'm
oh
assuming.
yes. Well,
Yeah, that's similar to the FBI. Pretty much any organization with initials is probably shady.
The alphabet soup.
well, we're going off on a tangent.
Yeah. So Demon Globe. Okay.
The globe, I don't know how it was here.
Yeah.
Last time it was known of, it was in Edinburgh. I
Didn't
don't
Chauncey
know.
mention something about Edinburgh when she spoke to him the first time? When
Yes,
trying
he
to figure
did.
out how long. Okay.
Yep.
And that's where Scarlett's from.
Yep.
Yeah, my brain keeps making that connection, and I'm like, but what does it mean?
So how it's here, why he brought it here in a public shop, protected by Bottom line is, it is dangerous. So I would like to take it back to Edinburgh, where it can be properly
You're not
secured.
taking nothing.
All right, I have a question. With magical things, can you sense if there's a level of energy coming off of something, even if it's sitting idle or supposedly idle?
Yes, you open your who's it? What was the English nomenclature for it? You open your third eye.
Christ, a third eye, really?
Right. Okay. Does this thing have energy coming off of it when it's not currently activated?
Not in the circle.
Okay. Did it before?
Not when I was here. No, you're right.
How's it dangerous?
I was trying to see if it was somehow
It's inert.
like acting as a battery, then if it gave off energy. I don't know. I'm guessing here. I'm going off of
You-
movies I've seen. That's about the best I got.
You summoned.
I didn't summon nothing. He spoke to me first, actually.
Because
I'm
didn't you say there was someone else
Yeah.
involved?
I think
Yeah,
the
the guy that
previous
almost
owner
fell and
probably
died.
summoned him.
Right.
Oh yeah, that too. He had some deal with. I always forget the name
Yeah.
of my own NPC.
Yeah,
Underwood.
he's probably the one that did it then or something.
Warden,
I don't
why,
know.
what do you want to take with you?
The globe, so it can be secured, and we can make sure that a child coming in looking for a comic book doesn't accidentally, you know, summon.
We don't exactly have the masses coming in and out of here.
Yeah.
But
I don't
like,
think that she advertises comic books on the outside of the shop.
if it requires
but-
summoning, I mean, like, why do you need to take it? Are you worried people who can summon things are going to come in and see it and think, oh,
The globe makes it easy to summon things, so that
Okay.
someone with a minor magical talent can accidentally summon something and
Okay.
communicate with him.
or a warden with lots of magic could summon something bigger?
Yes, but I can't. The globe does prevent something from coming out as long as it's in the right, as long as the key's in the right location. The key is in the right spot.
What if this is the right spot though to prevent something?
The information I was able to get indicates that where the key is now, it's in the right spot.
What is the key, or where is the key?
There is on the globe, there's the globe,
Uh-huh.
and then right underneath there's a base,
Mhm.
and
Like a
there
music
is
box.
and there is a small music box key that sticks out in the front.
So we're actually talking about a physical key, not just the
Yes, it's a
term
physical.
for something.
Yeah, it's a physical thing that you can turn.
Okay.
And we know where that key is?
It's sitting there. It's
Yeah.
always available.
Oh,
It's not a
okay.
key that you pull out and turn. It's a
It's
key
kind of
that's
like the off-on switch for it in
yes.
a way.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, Warden, what if this thing is in this shop for a reason, as in if it's removed, something bad will happen?
Go ahead and give me a mental and influence roll.
Sarah's about to offer to find the paperwork on the thing because, despite how unorganized he was, Underwood kept records on when everything entered the shop.
Let's see if I can bullshit my way through this. All right.
Hey, I managed to lie to him once.
Right. Well, I'm not lying. I'm just spitballing. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Look at you go, the 10 got it.
Wow.
Nice.
I concede that point that this would I be arguing if there was an experienced if the previous caretaker of the building was here, I wouldn't be arguing this. But
So, just tell me how to handle it. I know you don't like me, but that doesn't change the fact that I am more capable than you think.
What if we just put like one of those jewelry store cases around it that's locked, so nobody can touch it or access it, or so it's kind of just a thing on display in the store. So we don't move it,
Can move it
but
to
it's
behind the
prevented
counter?
from getting at it.
I can move it behind the counter.
that I suppose that will have to be acceptable. I'm not sure if I'm putting he definitely is not
Happy.
happy, yes.
Right? Yeah.
But he seems to be
Yeah.
begrudgingly accepting it.
Yeah. But
Scarlett,
Sydney is definitely still of the idea that he wants to steal this for his own purposes. So I don't think that's a good idea.
Scarlett's gonna just kind of walk over by Kasser, and while everyone's talking, I'm gonna go, "Hey, what the hell's in your pocket? You seem so focused on that. Are you nervous or something?"
Or just have
What, my hand?
If she takes her hand out of the pocket, just her hand.
Okay, but like, I don't know.
I mean, I can barely feel it. I don't want to bang it on nothing.
Really, you can barely feel it.
Yeah.
Because I bit you, and
Oh no.
It's still all wrapped in everything.
Every second we get closer to round 2.
yep.
Yeah, ask me a question. I answered it.
Nothing in the other pocket. Like, you just seem very, very anxious.
Anxious? Have you ever seen me anything close to anxious?
I've never seen you not anxious.
At that point, Warden Blankoff leans over to Sydney. That was a rhetorical question, wasn't it?
I don't know what's rhetorical anymore. Nothing makes sense, so maybe nothing's rhetorical?
I might have been called high strung a couple of times, but that doesn't make me anxious.
Again, is she serious? That's the definition of anxious, isn't it?
Now you understand what this is like.
It's just I'm concerned about the language. Am I running into a language barrier here?
No, battle of wills.
I don't know. Warden, do you see is the globe on a current, like on a pedestal or just a table, or
It literally was just sitting next to the cash register.
okay. So Warden, do you see any markings or anything on the counter here that would possibly, do you see any on there at all, really? Because I'm wondering if it's bad to even just move it from where it currently is physically in the store.
How about this? I will show Kasser how to draw a proper containment circle.
Okay.
Where she wants to put it behind the counter.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can go ahead and move it. And then she can activate the containment circle.
Okay. That's probably the best way to go about this, so we can, because I'm getting the feeling this is like a ticking time bomb right here, and I don't want anyone to accidentally make it go off.
So
I see no way this could end poorly.
Yeah. So he graciously, steps back to allow you to go behind the counter first.
Not like it's my shop or anything.
Well, he's trying to. He's trying to be polite.
I know. Because there is that sarcastic kind of gracious, like, "Oh, thank you very much."
Yeah.
And yeah, she'll pick a spot, kind
Oh.
of like, I mean, it's just I picture the store set up like you've got the front counter with the cash register, and then you've got a back counter and counter space behind because, duh, I don't know,
Right.
it feels right. So she's kind of like turns around, looks at the back counter, kind of goes, moves some notebooks around, papers, just stacks of paper. Okay, reshuffle some things to clear off some space.
Okay. He reaches into a pouch and brings out a piece of chalk. Hands you the piece of chalk. The first thing you need to do is to draw a circle. Now, it doesn't have to be a perfect circle. It helps if it does, and it just, a lot of this is going to be visual.
All
So
right.
just needs to be continuous. So
I'm not even sure how Kasera is just kind of like, whatever, let's just get this over
Yeah.
with.
Sydney's actually trying to pay attention, so maybe he can learn how to do this sort of thing.
Yeah, she follows his instruction, but it's kind of with
Right.
that whole teenager in high school, like, ugh, I
Right.
have to do this, but I don't want to.
Yeah.
Like, fine, mom, God.
so at this point, you've drawn it. What I would recommend, since you want this, you place the device there. And he takes a cloth that he has and he covers up the globe and lets you before you pick it up, so that you're not actually touching the globe. Set it in there. Just a drop of blood on the chalk, and then as you drop it on, you need to will a will it to be will the circle to be activated. And when you do that, magic will not pass by.
Right.
Hey, before we prick any fingers or anything, I'm gonna go get some coffee in the back. Anyone? Anyone? Okay.
Yeah. Thank
Coffee
you.
would be wonderful. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks. I'm just gonna remove myself.
Thank you, Scarlett.
Okay, you do the pricking of your finger, and all right, give me a.
Sarah pulls a box knife from one of the cupboards in the counter.
That
We occasionally
a
get
box
boxed
knife might
stuff
be a
in.
little overkill.
It's
but-
sharp.
Yeah.
It'll work. I've accidentally cut myself on it many times.
Yeah,
I know it works.
that's my worry.
At least it wasn't
You
like
already
a
went to the
machete.
hospital for something.
Yeah.
Don't lose a finger over a circle.
It's not that sharp.
Is it clean at least?
She rubs it on her jeans.
Definitely makes me feel better. Thank you.
It'll be fine. I'll disinfect it when we're finished.
That's not the point.
The cut and the knife, probably.
Okay. You do it. You drip. Go ahead and.
I do this through sheer bullheadedness.
Go ahead and give me a.
Mental and focus.
It would be mental focus and hang on, let me set this thing. Mental focus and and something else. That's the druid in training.
For the D8.
Yep,
For that.
for the D8. Or you can shift it down to a D4 for to get a plot point. It's up to you. Like, you're not really trying that hard, you're just gonna do it. Because you're just humoring the peacock.
No, I feel like I'm gonna keep it at the D8. If she were actually trying to fail it, I would put it at a D4, but like there's things brewing behind in Kasser's head right now, so she actually does want this to succeed for the moment.
Okay.
It does not. Did I roll the right dice?
Oof.
D12 mental, D8 for druid, D6 for focus. Yeah, okay. Have that one.
Okay, you have a plot point.
Yeah.
Uh,
Got a plot point anyway.
And we're going to the hospital again. That's where this is going.
Oh yeah,
Ah.
speaking of complications, I'm assuming most of her complications are gone.
yes,
The
they would
euphoria
be.
is definitely gone.
Yep.
The bitten,
That you've gotten medical attention.
okay. And I'm assuming the Intune one is gone.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. So what's my new one?
Um, your new one?
Yeah.
Please make her allergic to chalk.
I sneezed.
Right.
Yeah, it opens the circle every time. She breaks it.
I just get that picture. I don't know. It's a trope in so many, like, especially kids movies, where there's somebody starting to start the fire, and the Emperor's New Groove is the one I'm thinking of, where he's trying to start the fire and he sneezes on it or spits on it.
Right. And it goes out right as it was about to turn
Yep.
on.
And this time it's a chalk circle.
Actually, that's pretty good. Yeah, actually, you drip it on, and at that same point, you kind of have a sneezing fit.
Ah, jeez. Cover your mouth.
Yeah, you've got a D6, chalk. Chalk is bugging you.
That's funny.
Right.
Well, that was not. Yes. It's. He steps back and, well, anything physical breaking the barrier does it, and that technically does include spit, especially when it hits the chalk.
Right?
Did you have pepper or something mixed in with that chalk?
It seems like it.
Let's
Maybe let's do this again. Probably.
perhaps technically you can do it with anything, so we don't need to use chalk. How about we try salt?
I'm getting.
Do you have some salt here?
Yes, I've got salt. It's in the kitchenette back there.
All right. I'm gonna go grab Scarlett and see if she can help find some salt.
Can I just point out how cliche it is to be using salt to repel demons?
Does it have to be something white? I mean, because chalk, salt, is that?
How do you?
I don't know. I'm just gonna go to the kitchenette.
Yeah. How do you think those fables started up?
It's just a cliche.
In truth, and they gave protection back in the day.
It's just so overdone.
It is, but so is jamming a stake in a vampire's chest. But it does work. Well, not all vampires, but the truly horrible ones it does work with.
Did Kassir actually poke her finger yet? Because it seems like it failed before she got to that point. Oh, okay.
No, she'd already poked her finger, yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to have the cups of coffee. I'm going to head out.
Be like, oh, hold on. And I'll actually grab my cup of coffee and be like, the warden can wait. We need to find some salt, I think, because apparently chalk makes Kassir sneeze.
Hold on, I think I see some.
Okay.
Is it safe for me to come out? Yeah.
She did poke her finger.
Then
So
Take this to the warden.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Good idea. I'll be back for the salt, if whatever salt you can find. I don't know if it's packets or
Oh,
in an
salt's,
actual thing.
salt's easy to.
It's
There's a
right here.
container. Yeah, she
Okay,
has it.
all right.
Oh yeah, no, it's like so the way I picture it is it's almost a full kitchen. It just doesn't have like a
Yeah.
stove or a sink. It's like or it might have a sink. It's like an apartment kitchen
Mm-hmm.
that's
Yeah.
not fully furnished.
Right.
Mhm.
Because like
It-
I'm pretty sure she rents a room upstairs. Like she lives and works here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take the salt. Is it in a shaker kind of thing or packets or whatever? Either way, I'll just try to
No,
pocket
it's actually one of the Morton's things.
Oh, okay. All
Yeah,
right, I'll
that's
try to
exactly
shove
what I was picturing.
the thing into my pocket and then use my hands to hold the things of coffee on
Yeah.
my way out.
Okay, so first thing you do, you wipe up all the chalk because you don't need that anymore.
Hmm.
He says to her, and then you then just do a circle of salt, and it's the same procedure.
Salt circle, really?
Here you go.
Yeah, she's kind
Here's
of
the
like,
coffee, Warden.
Thank you. Go ahead and try it again. And I rolled.
Ooh.
You can't see all the dice, folks, but I rolled a 12, an 11, a 10, and a 2.
well, guess what
Wow.
I have written down still that I'm going to use because I'm not failing this a second time. I have an auto success banked still.
I think that's the only way to
That's
make this
the
a thing.
only way I can get this.
Because if you're allergic to salt
Technically-
as well, I think we're out of options.
Yeah.
Technically, if I spent a plot point to bump up my D8 from Druid to a D12, I have a chance because my mental is a D12.
Yeah.
But
And
that's a very, very, very slim chance.
And you
And
got
I'll
a
just
polka die, don't you?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
she got a polka die from the one you rolled, right?
Yep.
Okay.
So
Or something.
auto success. That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah,
Okay.
auto success.
It pops, and then you see you do an expenditure of will. It flashes up. And actually, it's actually quite a bit of an intense, flash as this circle shimmers into existence, and then it disappears. Wow, that was quite well done. I'm
Sure, you're
impressed.
just full of compliments today. Oh no, wait, the other one was apology. Whatever, same difference.
She did learn a little bit about magic the other
She
day,
kind of
so
like does a half bow.
maybe she's more powerful than even she or you
I
think.
found out I
don't know.
was magic the other day.
Yeah, sure. However that works, I don't know.
With it that it's that I would believe now is tapped into your. The longer that stays in that location with that circle up, that circle will merge with the wards. So you'll know if somebody goes to take it or tries to break into it. It will, the same way you knew when I walked up to your door earlier today.
Mm-hmm. Need to quit doing that.
Scarlett's gonna holler from the kitchen. Hey, can I come out now?
Depends on how
you-
sensitive you are.
You got that thing wrapped up? Your finger? there?
The blood all disappeared.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
the blood would have
And her
disappeared.
fingers wrapped up and everything.
Because there just kind of goes. I'm good.
Probably put plastic or something on that so she can't smell it.
I'll
I
come
think
out.
I think we're good.
Yeah. And I'll
Thanks
say,
for the
"So,
salt.
Just kind of like
How'd-
grabs a roll of tape and just kind of goes.
It sure looks like she did
It's fine.
what she was supposed to.
I think she did. Sure.
Yeah, no, I'm happy with it.
It was enough to impress him.
No,
That's
it's
fair.
just apparently you don't want to use chalk, which
Yeah.
could be a problem. It depends on how active you get in terms of magic.
Can we not start talking about that? I literally found out I was bad at magic yesterday.
Well, then how about we do this?
Oh, great, here
And
comes the lecture.
he takes out a pad of paper and he writes down he writes down some book titles and authors.
Now you're speaking my language.
Why don't you read from these texts? I think that will give you an understanding. It'll give you some of the basics of thaumaturgy and evocation. From there, you can explore what you do. But there is something I do need to go into today. And
see, no more wishing wishes. Can't bring people back from the dead, and can't make anybody fall in love.
Isn't that the plot to a Disney movie?
Yeah. I think that's where she got it from.
Yeah. Everything else has been pulling from fairy tale. Why not?
That's fair.
Have any book suggestions for dealing with the Irish?
The whole world's been wondering that.
Yeah.
First Love.
Says the
And then-
I
Irishman
knew
in
you'd
the
get
room.
over that friendship thing right quick.
Yeah. And then he puffs himself up again. You can see you get
Oh, for Christ's sake.
the
He's
first
right.
law of magic prohibits the killing of humans with magic. That is irrefutable, and I know that this country has this self-defense concept. Find a different way to defend yourself other than killing someone with magic.
You don't need magic to hurt somebody.
That, yes, normal humans have found plenty of ways to hurt people. The second law of magic prohibits the shape-shifting of other beings. So, no turning Sydney into a newt or
Thank you.
turning people into trees. I have
Not specifically mentioned in the laws.
I have no idea what forcibly shapeshift people typically erases memory and damages personalities.
Oh.
So that is of
that
the
makes
same
sense.
realm as the first law. The third law of magic prohibits the forcible violation of a mortal's mind.
So no mental manipulations.
No mind reading, no altering what people can no altering people's memories, no altering their instincts.
Okay. Cindy probably got out a pad of paper and is writing these down.
The fourth law of magic prohibits enthrallment. You are not allowed to magically dominate
kind
another
of-
being's mind.
It's kind of
Doesn't that
piggybacks
kinda go
off
into
the
the
last
last
one,
one?
yeah. Well, there's a lot of actual laws that are written
mean,
that way
you
too,
just-
so makes sense.
And it's ridiculous there too.
Well, yeah, but legal jargon always has words fail right now. Okay, never mind. Contingencies. There you go. That's the word I was trying to think of.
The fifth law of magic
Contingency to say the same thing twice.
prohibits research into and the practice of necromancy.
That's the dead thing magic, right?
Do not summon, bind,
Necromancy's dead.
or exploitate the unwilling dead.
The unwilling.
Unwilling dead. What? Wait, is this like a normal consent thing? I mean, if they're dead, how are they willing? I guess.
All dead are unwilling.
Right. It's kind of like
Just-
someone who's unconscious
It's just needless
can't
extra
give
work.
consent. Okay.
The sixth law of magic prohibits any attempt to, what does it be? Swim. Thou shalt not swim against the currents of time. Temporal manipulation is forbidden.
Are you telling me that these are written in that old English style thous and theys? Are these?
They're written in languages that predate that. You may find some books in here that have
Like Latin or
definitely Latin, yes. Latin is the language of the council, of the White Council. I am choosing to speak English because I don't expect all of you to know Latin.
I only know
It's
parts
one of the
because
languages
of
I know.
legal terms, and I'm assuming Scarlett would probably know a little bit for medical terms, but that's about it.
The seventh law prohibits any research or dealing with things beyond the boundaries of the known universe. Don't test the gates.
What? Okay.
Just don't.
Well, yeah, that makes sense. It's just if you don't know about magic, so you can't research magic because that would be around beyond your known, or is I'm thinking about it too hard. Never mind. Just keep going. Just keep going.
How would you even start to study the unobservable?
Right? I don't know.
You just don't. It's prohibited.
Right. But there's a
break-
reason for every rule.
Yeah,
That's
means
all I'm saying.
somebody broke it at some point and pissed somebody off.
Yeah, but how would you even go about doing that?
The breaking
how about we
of
The known
these,
universe
know
is a
that?
very big place.
the breaking of these rules,
It's
Cassier,
literally
let
everything
Buddy
that we
finish,
can
please.
observe.
the
The
breaking
known
of the,
universe is
Oh my
everything
God.
we can observe.
the breaking of the
You
rules,
can't study.
and he stamps his cane down loudly. The breaking of the rules is subject to immediate execution. If I find someone breaking these rules, I am fully allowed to remove their heads.
No wonder you got such a big ego.
Wow. All right.
You?
So
I
there's
believe
no
that
like,
this
magic fine system or anything. It's just death.
yes,
Got it.
and I believe that is enough teaching for the day. That point, he does the dramatic, spin of his spin with the cloak flaring just that little bit,
Little bit of a flourish there.
little bit of a flourish, and he majestically strodes out the front door.
Guess Sarah just rolls her eyes.
Does he always have to be that dramatic?
I think it's part of their.
I think it comes with the job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyone hungry?
Because
for
Sarah and
lunch?
Scarlett did not just make the same joke.
Yeah.
See, there's a connection there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With that, the door closes, and in a second you hear the that old model car that he was tossed into. He drives away in it.
I imagine it backfires a couple times, but it probably is in better condition than that.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. So at that point, well, we've hit 10 o'clock Central Time, so that's the end of the stream. After a little bit, you guys are sitting there drinking coffee. You realize that Hugo never showed up.
Yep.
Attempts to reach him on your cell phones.
Well, mine's not working. I think Scarlett is the only one with working cell
Never
phone.
mind.
Yeah. Attempts to
I've
reach
got
him.
a store phone though.
Yeah,
Right.
there is a, and you're starting to understand why that store phone is literally one of the old,
Yeah.
1960s rotaries.
Mhm.
Um,
Now.
but attempts to contact him don't work. You can't reach him.
Guys, should we try and find Hugo? You think maybe? I mean, it's not like him not to answer and to not be involved. in what's
Yeah.
going on.
And plus, when I called him, I told him to get over here pretty much as soon as he could. So I don't think this is good.
Yeah.
Did he tell you he was on his way?
I may have hung up before he had a chance to respond. I kind of tried to make it seem like he didn't have a choice in showing up. Because I had the
I just
warden to
wanted to
deal with.
spend today reading. I just wanted to spend today reading.
Now I will tell you guys, you do go try to find him, and you can't. It he's not around, doesn't answer his phone, and over the next and attempts, and you even go to his store, and his partner does eventually come, is back and is running the place again, and but no Hugo.
What is his
You,
partner's name?
I
Do you
have the
know?
name. I will find it. But
Okay.
his partner,
I would have
he-
asked him and
Yeah.
gotten it. Yeah.
right. He's the front man for Remedies,
Right.
and he was sick for the last couple weeks.
Okay.
Actually, he was sick for the last few days. But it goes a couple months without hearing anything from him. So you guys will have a chance to settle into your new roles. And hey, Paranormal Albany stays kind of quiet through the rest of the holiday season. Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's pass without too much happening.
Oh, thank God. Maybe I could find somebody else to do the day-to-day around here.
This actually makes me feel a little unsettled. It's one of
but-
those too quiet moments.
Yeah. Yes, it does. It does feel too quiet as you get through. It's like the third month without anything really happening after a real busy couple months. And then what happens is we'll cover that next time. For now, everyone, please remember, take a look at the Kickstarter. Especially if you're interested in steampunk or if you're interested in comics in general, it's worth a look to the Kickstarter. And like I said, it's supporting a really good project at the beginning of what I think is a really good project. So otherwise, everyone have a good week, and we'll see you next week. Hopefully, Vort will be back with us.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.